Help is usually framed as something obviously positive. Support, guidance, tools, advice, all designed to make life easier. Yet in practice, help often triggers discomfort. People delay it, reject it, or actively push it away. Not because it fails, but because accepting help subtly changes how we see ourselves. At the surface, resisting help looks irrational. If something reduces effort or risk, choosing against it seems counterproductive. But human behavior is rarely optimized for efficiency. It is optimized for stability. Help introduces change in roles, dependencies, and self-perception. Even beneficial change can feel like a loss when it disrupts a familiar internal balance. One reason we resist help is that it challenges competence. Accepting assistance can feel like admitting a gap, even when that gap is normal. People often protect their sense of capability by choosing struggle over support. The effort becomes proof of worth. Help, by contrast, can feel like evidence that something is missing, even when it isn't. This shows up clearly in workplaces. Someone overwhelmed avoids asking for help, not because colleagues wouldn't assist, but because asking might reframe how they're seen. Competence feels fragile. The cost of temporary strain seems smaller than the risk of being reclassified. So pressure is absorbed privately, even when relief is readily available. Help also threatens autonomy. Assistance often comes with influence, expectations, or subtle direction. Even when unspoken, people sense that accepting help means giving up some control. Independence feels safer than efficiency. Struggle preserves authorship. Help introduces another hand on the steering wheel, and that shared control can feel uncomfortable. Consider navigation tools. Many people resist using them in familiar areas, even when they save time. Following directions feels passive. Choosing the route yourself feels active. The difference isn't about outcomes, but agency. Being helped can feel like being guided, and being guided can feel like surrender. Over time, this resistance has consequences. Problems linger longer. Stress compounds quietly. Systems designed to support people remain underused. The irony is that the very tools meant to preserve capacity end up being rejected in the name of preserving identity. At a systems level, help works best when it preserves dignity and choice. When assistance feels imposed or identity threatening, resistance increases. When it feels optional and self-directed, acceptance rises. The effectiveness of help depends less on what it provides and more on how it interacts with self-image. This creates a quiet paradox. The more capable someone appears, the harder it becomes for them to accept support. Strength turns into isolation. Independence turns into unnecessary strain. The qualities that signal reliability externally can produce fragility internally. Resisting help isn't a flaw. It's a protective response shaped by identity control and self-trust. But when protection becomes reflex, it stops protecting. Understanding this tension doesn't eliminate it, but it makes the pattern visible. And visibility is often the first quiet shift.